Hi guys, how you guys doing? Well, I don't know how much of you had a bad weekend, but I had a terrible weekend. Terrible, terrible weekend, which I just can't figure out where did I go wrong or what happened, you know? It was the weekend, Friday. Friday, I went on a little date and I decided that I won't have any more one night stand. I decided that one night stand is not for me. I'm a grown man. I need to find a woman, be respectable, and settle down. This is what I was telling myself on Friday in the day. I said, if this woman is for me, I am going to settle down with her. I'm going to get to know her a little bit more. I'm going to spend quality time with her. And I won't even have sex with her for about 6 months. I will work together and I will see if she's compatible and I'm compatible. You understand? Because I talked to her one day before, which was the Thursday I met her, and she says, "Do you want to go for a drink on the Friday?" And I says, "Yes, no problem." And I was very excited because I haven't done that in a long time. So the situation is that I told myself all this in Friday in the day, and I says to myself, you know, it's not point chasing woman and chasing crutches because crutches will always be around. Some is tighter, some is loose, some is wide, some is deep, some is long. You know, the crutches, the depths of the crutches can be like going into a reservoir. You know, it feels like it could go into a well. When some of them are shallow, you know, you could feel like you hit a traffic lights, you know, because sometimes, you know, you push in and she'd be like, "Oh, it's too deep, it's too deep, it's too deep, can you stop? Oh my God, it's too deep, stop." Oh, because that happened to me a couple months ago. This was before this, couple months ago. I had a nice fluffy. The fluffy them, oh my God, the fluffy them can't take it. The fluffy them, this is why I like fluffies, you know, because when you give it to the fluffies, they got a shallow womb. I think this is what I think because I've dated at least 5 to 6 fluffies and they have a shallow womb. So when you give it to the fluffy them, they be like, "Oh my God, oh." And sometimes they get carried away and they start calling out my name and it get me so hard. You know, I get hard like the Rock of Gibraltar. I get hard like the fucking road that the car drive on. You know, so sometime when I'm inside the fluffy, then they be like, "Oh, MK, oh, it's too deep, it's too hard. Oh, take it out, take it out, take it out." Sometime I have to take it out and let it breathe so she catch her breath. Because the last one, I take it out when she says take it out and she catch her breath. She was like, I thought she was going to pass out. She was, she gasped and catch a deep fucking breath of air, and I thinking, oh shit. If I was in the room with her, like I was in the room with her, and my oxygen and her oxygen was the only only air in the room, when she went like, she could have taken my fucking oxygen, and I end up like a skeleton. Anyway, back to the story. I know I get carried away. Make sure you leave me a follow and leave me a subscribe. Yeah, I get very, very carried away. Press the subscribe now and the follow now so you don't forget. Anyway, so me and this young lady, we went for a nice drink. You know, we went for a nice drink. We had some drink. We was talking about what the future hold for both of us. I asked her when is the last time she had a bit of intercourse. She said she had an intercourse a year and a half ago, and she hasn't done anything since. You know, and I says to her, "Do you have toys at home?" She says no, she don't have toys at home because she don't believe pushing up plastic up there. So I was complimenting her. I was saying, "Well done for holding it down," because I know that must be some good pum pum I'm gonna get, you know. So I was thinking to her, "Well done for holding it down. You know, it's good that you can control, you have self-control, and you're not loose and all this type of thing." You know, and she asked me when last I had some. So I said her, I had some 2 days ago. And she asked me 2 days ago. I said, yes, I play with myself quite a lot because obviously sometimes my juice is in my bag, in my sack, it get heavy and I have to unburden. It's like a cow having breast milk and the calf not sucking the breast milk. So the farmer has to go and get the breast milk out of the cow. So I said, my sack is like a cow. You understand? It carry loads of milk in it. So I had to transfer the milk sometime. You know, sometime I told her, I want her to laugh now. So I says to her, sometime when I release myself, sometime my own juices from my sack, I rub it on my skin and it's good for my skin. She says, really? I said, yes, you need to try it. I says, as a matter of fact, when I get to know you, I will rub some of my juices all over your skin for lotion. I don't know how that's gonna go down because at the end of the day, she hunts, flies, everything probably start following her around. And if I see Hanson fly start following her around, all I need to do is stay away from her because if she used my juices to lotion because she thought I was serious. Anyway, I know I go off. Anyway, I was there now. So I says to her, yes, I can use some of my juices to lotion you. And so she says, oh, you're gonna lotion me up. I says the yes, and she says, oh, that will be lovely. So I says, all right, no problem. So I says to her, what you wanna do then? Do you wanna go forward and see how we get on? So she said, yes, that would be lovely. Nice young lady, very slim, very cute, you know. Her name is Zanzi. Zanzi. I don't know where she get that name from, but I think it's some African name. So anyway, me and her was there now, and we start drinking some brandy. I asked her if she wants some shots, and I got her some shots. We was drinking shots. We were drinking a couple of brandy, and before you know it, I drop her. I says to her, "Do you want me to drop her home?" So she says, "Oh yeah, that's fine, cause she not live far from me as well." So on the way home, I feel her putting her arms over. When a woman put her arms over and start rubbing your leg, she's in the passenger side, and then she put her arms over like that, and she start rubbing down my legs, and then she picked up my hand, cause one of my hand was on the gear stick, and she put her hand over mine on the gear stick, and I thought that was very romantic. I think for me it's the simple things them that matter, and I thought, oh, that's so lovely. I haven't had that in a long time, where a woman sitting on the passenger side, and rub my leg, and then one time she put her arm across and put it on my neck, and I forgot that I was driving. I even fucking closed my eyes like that, and then I realized that fuck, I'm driving. So I opened back my eyes quickly because it feels so nice. She was rubbing my neck, and before you know it, I says to her, "Do you want to stop by mine? Because I have to pass my house to get to her house." So I says to her, "Do you want to stop by mine for a little bit?" And she says, "Oh, that's fine, no problem." So me and her come upstairs now. With lying on the sofa. I'm lying down. She's lying like long way, and I'm like sitting here, and she rests her head in my lap, and all of a sudden I said to myself, this looks good. I'm looking at her like that because when a woman lying down, we as man, we kind of look up and down, and if it's a new woman, even though it's your old woman, you look up and down, and I could see the thong. She was wearing a jeans, and I could see the thong in her back, and I'm thinking, shit, I love fucking thong. I will go crazy for a woman that's wear thong. Me, some woman with French knickers and gurgles and all this type of thing, my willy won't shift. My willy won't shift. I tell you the truth. So anyway, she was lying down, and I was looking at her knickers like that. I'm thinking, fuck, shit. And I was looking at it. I'm thinking, I would fuck shit. Just the knickers alone turn me on. Just the fucking knickers, you know. And this is why some man I see them sniffing knickers, because I think they turn on it. But I'm not going to sniff any knickers. That's just too much. Anyway, she was lying down. So I put my hands now. I put my hands down like that. I rest my hands down like that. And I rest it on her bum. And I start stroking her like that. And I'm thinking she's not saying anything. And before you know it, she got up. She sit up like that. And she says, does that feel nice? And I says, yeah. And she came over. And then she started kissing me on my neck. And I said to myself, is this the rum? Is this the fucking rum? I says, I'm tipsy as well, but is this the rum? Do I want this? Anyway, I think I worked myself into a state and a frame of mind that I fucked up my own shit. Because watch this now, sorry for my language. The situation now where I think this is the rum, I think to myself, I don't want to sleep with any drunk woman that's influenced. So if anything, they can say MK did this or MK did that, or I end up things happen and she wasn't clear on what she was doing. I didn't want that shit. You understand? So anyway, me and her, she jump over on me, and she start kissing my neck, and she start kissing me on the lips and this and that. And then she take off her clothes, she take off her jeans that she was wearing, and she sit across from me. And my willy was up when I was rubbing her bottom. But as soon as I talking to myself and saying that if she's drunk, I don't want this, my willy just went down. And as she was sitting on me, and it wasn't coming back up. It just went dead, and it wasn't coming back up. And I went to the bathroom, and I told her, give me a second, I'm going bathroom to freshen up. And I was in the bathroom, and I was trying to beat it back to see if I could get it up, and it didn't shift. So I came back out the bathroom and says to her, oh, I don't think it's a good idea that we do this on the first date. And then she said to me, oh, and then she got embarrassed and she put on her clothes. And I says, don't feel embarrassed, but I'm sorry. So I think I just don't want to rush, and then we get into something that we regret tomorrow. So that was nice. She said that was nice. She sent me a message day after and says that was nice of me. So anyway, I had a bad weekend. My Willie wouldn't stand up. But if you can leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe, leave me a follow, that would help me to recover from my weekend. Please, on YouTube, subscribe for me, please. On Facebook, give me a follow, please. I beg you. Okay? Hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good evening wherever you are. Hope you have a good morning. I know you might have a better weekend than me. Leave me in the comment section something that you did. Short description of something that you did. If you get laid and your Willie could have stand up, or even as a woman, you get laid and you Willie stand up, then you just leave in the comment section. For the man them, you probably ain't get laid because some of these women these days that looks like woman, they have Willie. It's not just we men now have Willie. You have women out there that have even bigger and better Willie than mine. I swear to God. But anyway, leave me a comment, leave me a follow, leave me a subscribe. And thanks everybody for watching. I thank every single person for watching my channel. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching my content. And thank you. Just thank you for being amazing. Thank you.